In Joe Biden's America, not only is there rampant crime, but the Democrats are weaponizing tragedy to push gun control. Also, in Biden's America, a young boy in Colorado Springs is removed from the classroom for a Gadsden flag patch. And also in Biden's America, pornographic books can be found in children's libraries. This is the true state of Biden's America, and this is why the battle for the White House is the most important one we've seen in at least a generation. Join me now to break it all down. Musician, outdoorsman, my friend, Motor City madman, friend of the show, Ted Nugent. Ted, I love having you. I appreciate your time. You're a very busy man. Last night we had a young man on. His name was Jaiden. He didn't want us to use his last name. He got thrown out of a classroom because he was wearing the Gadsden patch. Listen how he described his Gadsden patch, and he was wearing a patch defending the Second Amendment. Listen.
Originally, I had Pac-Man ghosts and other patches that had guns, firearms, which shouldn't be offensive. I mean, it's the First Amendment, of freedom of speech and whatnot.
Well, you know, let me work with you here, my friend. I love you. I love what you're doing here. You're right. It's the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. You are simply promoting your own beliefs. Your right to free speech. Your right to keep and bear arms. It's in our Constitution. You, my friend, are 100% correct. Ted, they want to groom our kids in school. They don't want parents to know. And now they want to take our God-given constitutional rights away at the same time. Sir.
Well, a ditto to you, Eric, and to that young man, you know, self-evident truth. It isn't just his belief system. It is the self-evident truth. You know, it's written in stone. It's written in our instincts. What a glorious celebration that young man represents, that in spite of the American anti-education system, his instincts glow wildly with self-evident truth. Yeah, the First Amendment, the king wouldn't let us do certain things, so we wrote down what we knew instinctively that God gave us the right to do. It's called the First Amendment, all four of them. And then the Second Amendment is also something the king wouldn't let us do, so we wrote it down so in case somebody wanted to play king or tyrant or dictator or slave driver again in the future, Joe Biden. So this kid must listen to Ted Nugent music, and if not, I'm going to send him a flag. I will not comply. Come and take it, and don't Ted on me. So what a great moment this is that the young man gets it in spite of the anti-education system.
I was in high school, Motor City madman, Stranglehold. I won't name some of the other ones. They may not like that. Some of the I grew up listening to Ted Nugent too, and maybe that's why I am so protective of the Constitution and patriotic and love America. Maybe because of Ted Nugent. You know what else happened last night, Ted? We had a young man on. His name is Reverend John Amanchukwu. He's a pastor. He went to a Florida school and started reading from a book that was available in 9 and 10-year-olds' classrooms. Listen.
Sir, I will stop you there, and then we will continue.
You stop rubbing circles on my stomach. Instead, you rub back and forth, gently along my waist. Your pinky made its way under the top of my panties and rolled back and forth from hip to hip.
I'll ask you to leave. Thank you.
So, Ted, they removed that pastor. Here's the bottom line. Grown-ass adults were listening to it, and they said, we can't have you reading those words. They're too explicit. They're too sexualized in the board, the boardroom for the kids. But they had those books in the classrooms for the kids. It's happening all over the country.
Well, Eric, once again, you know, I listened to Truth, Logic, and Common Sense from you, and there's a few pundits out there. But I just wrapped up the greatest tour of my life, and I met with great families every night. So what Eric Bolling represents, and again, it's not a hunch, it's not a presumption, it's not guesswork, it's self-evident truth. And what you and I represent, when a man is not allowed to read for adults what the monsters in our education system force down the throats of children, and then they're going to have an argument whether men can get pregnant and whether the border is secure. I think it's ultimately summarized, Eric, with the heroes of the military that I meet with every day, that this man in the White House, Joe Biden, actually thinks, or anybody else thinks, he's the commander-in-chief of the greatest warrior military in the world. This is an embarrassing time, and that's just another manifestation of cultural deprivation and abandonment. But you stay on course, Eric, because I'm about to have the greatest hunting season of my life, and truth, logic, and common sense is alive and well out there.
You know, Ted, very quickly, I have a few seconds here, but it seems like they want to make school a safe. Schools used to be a safe space, safe place for kids. Now they want to make it a safe place for teachers to groom kids to do whatever they want with them without parents knowing. Quick thought?
Well, my quick thought is when I was growing up, I wish somebody would have tried that with me and my dad. Boy, it would have been a lot less civil than that confrontation we just saw. Again, goodwill and decency, morality is alive and well, even in the world of the author of Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. I'm a great father. I'm a great husband. I'm a great grandfather. I'm a great work ethic guy. And the people that I'm surrounded with, we celebrate the same things that you drive home every day. So, Eric, stay on course. We are not alone. We just got to get past the satanic gang that controls everything out there.
Got to stay with our Ted Nugent philosophy. Best thoughts and prayers go out to the dog, Happy, who is going through some surgery. Hope Happy's okay, Ted. I really appreciate your time, my friend. Thank you for joining me.
Back at you, Eric. God bless, Godspeed, man. God bless real America.